Rehan being quiet and putting me on the spot.
Light!
And then he decides,
Spotlight! We have Chatz in the studio. Before we start calling her Chatz, it's Chaturika, but she prefers being called Chatz, so don't you dare call her Chaturika on the road. She'll probably give you that look right now. How's it going, Nani?
I'm good. Thank you very much for having me here.
Pleasure.
Aww.
Last week, Shamish was like, Annie, why did you tell Chatz was coming? I wouldn't come with her.
Really?
Yes.
That would have been nice for the two of us to actually do a show together. It would have been very entertaining.
And take us off the spotlight when it's on us? Really? Fair chance, young lady. Nonsense. Not a chance. No chance whatsoever. So I've been threatened by Chaturika. She said she's going to put me in the spotlight, but no chance.
Threaten? That's
yes.
a very harsh word, don't you think?
While finding parking for Chaturika on the road, Chaturika has got a lot these days. Driving license in LAX and all of that.
You are unbelievable. No, the cops are gonna know. Thanks.
Oh no! The cops don't watch this.
Oh, what if they do? I'm busted. Will you really come and visit me in prison with like a butt?
Anu will come and bail you out.
Aww. Everybody, I hope you got that. I will be bailing me out.
Yes, bailing you out, like we'll come and like do a
Don't
show.
say anymore, you know?
We'll do
Exactly.
I'm just gonna shut up now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shut up now. Anyway, who's starting?
You start.
Why? Because I'm black.
Whoa. We are not doing any racism here.
Always put the black man in the spotlight. Anyway, those of you who don't know, Chatz is a businesswoman, she's a model, she's a beauty queen, she's a whole list of things, I don't know what. She comes from a family of amazing musicians. I'm getting frustrated just trying to think what she's like so many amazing things. But I'm just going to narrow it down. How on earth do you manage being a performer, a model, businesswoman, and a whole list of other things?
Good question. I was just telling her earlier before the interview as well. It's not easy, but I always want to make sure that I'm doing something, and I like to keep it going. Passions that I like, for example, music is something that I always want to do. So I try to balance everything. I believe that if you have an equilibrium in life, that's a healthy life. So I try to meet everything on a daily basis just to keep me going, motivate myself, and that's easy. If you really put your thumb to it and be like, I want this, you get what you want. After all, I'm an incorrigible optimist, so I usually get what I want.
Okay. So, why did you choose to open up a boutique hotel?
Why did I choose to open a boutique hotel? Okay, many reasons, but the main reason is I've always wanted to have my own business. It was like a dream to run my own company and expand it. So why not the leisure industry? I mean, having looked at Sri Lanka after we gained peace, it's booming, and I really wanted to experiment with the whole travel tourist sector. So when I did that, my dad was backing me because my grandfather was one of the first person in Sri Lanka to open the first travel agency. So having been the third generation, I thought, why not practice hospitality? So that was also a part of family upbringing, so just got into it.
Just to give you guys a bit more about Chatz, she was supposed to come on the show a couple of weeks ago, and I get a call at 2 o'clock in the morning. 2 o'clock in the morning. I normally at 2 o'clock in the morning and somebody goes, are you sleeping? I'm like, no, I'm baking cupcakes. Right? But then Chatz was like, Ray. She was hysterical, and she goes, well, there's this issue at the hotel. One of my guests have got really sick and I need to rush on to go. And she was driving along the Southern Expressway.
Actually, no, I was
in
hospital.
You in hospital, yes. Yeah. So she was in hospital, and so that's something where you don't find often in like owners of hotels. They don't rush off when one of their guests gets sick. So kudos to you.
Thank you. I like to give personalized attention to my customers and make them feel warmly, because it's not easy leaving your home country and coming, and especially when you're in a vulnerable position as getting sick, you need to make sure that you get that comfort. So I thought it's my duty to be there and make sure that I fine and looked after. Because I know if I was abroad, I would have really liked it. So I always put myself into somebody else's shoes to understand that feeling. So that helps a lot.
Did you always want to be a businesswoman or?
Always. Always.
Money, money, money.
Okay, so moving on to your music career. Your family is full of musicians. How did you develop this talent?
My dad was, as they say, the rock legend of Sri Lanka.
Yes.
Mr. Fernando, of course.
I didn't know about it. That's a good
So Tati was one of the first people who bought rock music and introduced rock music to Sri Lanka. And his first band was called Rattlesnake. And within the music industry, everybody knows that. And he was also the first guy who introduced English originals. He composed his own music and he was a lyricist. So, you know, he continued his journey, and ever since I was born, my mom would say like she would literally feel when she was pregnant me kicking to all the rock music. So I pretty much grew to Deep Purple, Led Zeppelin, sort of that sort of tune.
Nice.
So when I came out at a young age of 2, I've been at a hotel lobby and just playing the piano. My mom was like, "What are you playing?" And then she caught up, it was Silent Night. So she immediately knew that I had it in me, and then, you know, insisted my dad to help me along the way. But my dad wasn't keen on putting me on the spotlight because he always thought, you know, for Sri Lankan culture, a female at that point shouldn't go into it, I guess. He was just protecting his little baby girl.
Yes, but obviously he thinks otherwise now.
Oh, yes.
He's like one of the biggest fans at her shows.
I showed him that there's more than protecting me, and you can be proud of me instead and still protect me.
Right, rapid fire. A lot of questions and answer them in 3 seconds, please.
3 seconds?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, first question with rapid fire for you. Since it seems to be the trend with beauty queens these days entering politics, which is quite an interesting subject to be involved in, has it ever crossed your mind that you need to get out there and Chatz the Chandadenda and, you know, get in the scene?
It certainly has crossed my mind, and I've been asked to get into politics because my grandfather was a mayor for SLFP, and he was one of the former members who formed the party with Mrs. Bandaranayake. So I've always come from a political family, and even my dad's brother, my uncle, he was also doing politics, and then he was a chairman for Ceylon City Corporation. So having that background, I did think about it, but I know I'm certainly not ready to serve the country in any way, and politics is something that has to be seriously thought. Not everybody can do it, and either you give it your 100% or you don't. Either you're going to be a joke.
Who is your sexiest friend?
Who is my sexiest
Friend.
Oh, sexiest friend. Whoa, I have lots of sexy friends. Actually, I would say Ana Saris Bonache. She's half Spanish, half Greek, and she's one stunning, stunning, beautiful woman, and she lives in LA. So yeah, she's probably the sexiest.
Tell us about one of the most craziest and most dreadful experiences you had at that infamous house party.
Okay, first of all, it was one time.
Alright, what was the craziest? What was the craziest? For those of you who don't know, I'm on bed in the night one day, and this status all of a sudden on Chatz comes up. House party at my place, come over, anyway, inbox me for address. I'm like, really? At this time? Why? Why didn't I see this when I was nicely tucked in bed and then I was like about to go and I was like, no, I was too sleepy.
That's the crazy side of Chatz. We were just, you know, spontaneously having a party, and everybody was like, okay, let's just start putting up statuses on FB saying house party, who wants to come? And probably at that time of the night people would think it's a prank. So everybody's like, are you sure there's a party happening? We're like, yeah, call for the address, or don't bother.
What would you have done if it ended up like Project X?
Well, of course it crossed our mind. We called people who we could trust. So pretty much anybody who called, we gave the address. Yes,
Facebook.
the ones who called us, and we knew who called us was the right people, and they're the ones who got the invitation. The rest was like, no, I'm joking, nobody called.
So what was the craziest thing that happened?
At the party?
Yeah.
Oh, nothing. Everybody was just...
Nothing.
Literally, it was just a very nice party. We chilled. We got the Karma resident DJ to come in. And we're actually gonna get Nabu Badagi as well.
High rollers.
And then make it like, you know, the whole nightclub atmosphere scene. But then it was more chilled and everybody danced and we just had a nice time.
Very nice, very nice.
I'm assuming Cuba wasn't happy that night.
Oops. Oops.
Okay, so yeah.
Okay. Who, in your personal opinion, amongst your friends, is a good kisser?
Oh, how would I know that?
I
Unless
know.
I've kissed them.
I'm just saying, like, are you?
That's what we were going for.
Okay, well, people talk, but I think it's the person who gets to experience it. But I would say me. I'm more of a passionate person than my friends.
Nice, nice, very nice, very nice.
Unbelievable, right? This is unbelievable.
I told you what you were getting in for.
I know. Here we go. Motley Crue version of Chatz.
You've done quite well, actually.
Are you a Snapchatter, WhatsApper, or Instagrammer? And how addicted are you to your chats?
I would say more of a WhatsApp and what was the other one?
Snapchatter, WhatsApper, or Instagram?
Instagram and WhatsApp. I'm not into Snapchat that much, and I really don't get what the hype is about. The fact that the picture's gonna last for like 1 minute. I prefer it to be longer. So I like to go definitely for the other two options.
Okay.
Okay. How would you react if a female made a pass at you? Actually, not like a tiny person, full-on passes, you know.
Like, what is this full-on pass you're on about?
I can't tell these things on camera, you know.
Why are you asking me such questions on camera?
Well, I can't be like so graphic about like.
Okay.
Yes. Like, you know what I mean, one of those full-on passes.
Well, I've got lots of full-on passes when I was in.
Oh, hot damn!
I don't know. I know I'm straight as I can get, so I would just respect the person and be like, you know, sorry to disappoint you, but you're pretty. It's on me.
Okay, so we have one hard question for you. Whatever you say.
Throw it at me, you girl.
Ouch! Okay, so who is the better singer, father or brother?
That's a very difficult question. I would say during my father's younger days, yes, certainly him. But now I see a lot of Prabodhya in my dad, so they're both equally good. There's nothing that I can. And if Prabodhya really develops more, I know he could do wonders with his voice.
Yes. And the final question. In your year as a finalist at Onstage, you obviously came in the top. You were second runner-up, first runner-up.
The TNL Onstage?
Yeah.
I won.
You won! Sorry. You won, obviously. I was just checking whether you remembered.
Oh wow! Click.
You won, yes.
Yes.
Who do you think was your toughest competition that year?
I've forgotten his name really, it was 10 years ago. And he was this guy who was a choir master for St. Joseph's College. So I wouldn't even think that I could be as good as him. Or I never doubted it. I knew he deserved it. But then the more I kept being in the competition, I realized I can do it too. This is my spotlight. And I wanted to, so he was really good. But I'm glad I had competition because that's something that I like to compete with. So that's it. Yay!
You pulled through it.
Yeah, okay.
You pulled through the entire interview.
Thank
Not
you.
bad.
But it's not over.
Oh no! What's next?
All yours.
Yeah, come now.
All yours.
It's my show now.
Yeah, well, no, all hers.
Because I would love to interview the two of you right now.
Okay, so you have to sing for us.
Oh no! It's really.
You have to repeat your rock song.
Yes.
My throat's gone and I kept
It's
telling you.
fine. It's fine.
Strepsils, please. Oh, dear me. Really?
Yeah.
This one's called
What's up?
Phone on Block. Oh yeah! Okay. 25 years and my life is still try to get up that great big hill of hope for a destination. And so I run sometimes and I'm finally back to getting alright what's in my head, and I'm feeling so I wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I scream the top of my lungs, what's going on? Sing with me. And I say, yeah, 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 yeah. I say, hey, what's going on?
Nice, very nice, very nice, very nice, very nice. Anyway, thank you so much, Chatz, for coming on the show.
Thank you
It's
so
been
much
fantastic
for
having you.
us. And it's lovely meeting you, and I really wish you well for your career.
Thank you so much.
And you too, Rhea.
Honey, thank you, child. So sweet, honey.
Thank you, High Magazine, and the rest.
Yes. So we shall see you when we throw a 100 episode party.
We shall.
Which is quite a long way away, but
It's going to be a series of things.
Yes.
Yeah, next we'll probably be in Melbourne, so we'll be.
Nice. Nice.
Okay, now the ducky is gone, it's like nice. Nice.
Very nice.
Anyway.
Honey. Yum, don't it? Yum. Yum. Bye.